Hi, I'm Dulana Ethugala and I studied visual communication at AOD. And as a visual communicator, my degree allowed me to explore many avenues of design. And it wasn't just limited to me being on a screen. I got to explore different techniques like stop motion animation, graphic design, printmaking, bookbinding, etc. And this had two sides to it. I started to see design as a tool I can apply, and I developed a really strong skill set where I could apply in any instance. But on the other side, I fell into an identity crisis where I didn't have a niche of design that I specialized in. I couldn't call myself an illustrator or a designer, and I wanted to figure out what am I beyond a generalist. And that brought me into a weird spot before I decided what I want to do for my final major project. And then I took a look at what I did throughout my degree. And something that strongly reflected was every piece of design I tried to capitalize on the rich cultural heritage I have inherited as being a Sri Lankan, and taking a look on how I can bring it to the world stage through my design. So I traveled to rural communities and my journeys took me to meet a lot of different people, and I realized, okay, I want to do something for my fellow communities and the Sri Lankan people. But then what I didn't realize was many people aspire to get rid of their Sri Lankanness and try to be westernized as possible. So for my FMP, I started from a point of cultural preservation. So from the first part of my journey where I tried to build something for the rural communities, I took a step back and I shifted my focus into building something for designers and creatives who have a big hold on the culture that we call our culture today, because they generate the different ideas, they generate the different media that the general public consumes. And ultimately, what I ended up as my final major project is a brainstorm system, which is a 7-step system where creatives can use to understand the microculture nuances that exist within the target audiences that they work with. And to make this more appealing for creatives and also to make it something that people would use, I took a look at how I'm going to brand this. And the branding kind of worked in a way that was relatable to designers, because everybody doesn't want to be a savior of culture when they get into the creative industry. There are different reasons we get into the creative industry, and that's totally fine. The way I package this is, it is a burnout cure. And the way the burnout cure works is, my argument is inspiration is the opposite of burnout, and what my brainstorm package delivers is it unlocks more layers of inspiration that are hidden within the communities where we work with every day, and that leads to more inspiration, and that acts as a counter burnout method. And that's why my final brainstorm packaging looks like food packaging, because it's designed to look like a comfort food pack with stuff that you would normally consume when you're trying to get through a rut or a burnt out stage. With this project, I ventured really deep into the field of design research, and that kind of sums up what I want to be in the future. And I am trying to get into the field of strategy, and right now I'm working as a junior creative strategist, and my ultimate goal in a few years is to have my own consultancy where we get together as creatives and we harness the power of the different disciplines that each creative space brings. What we hope to achieve is to push the boundaries of design itself, and also help people see beyond the limitations in their mind where design is cornered off as something aesthetic, to repositioning design as a strategic tool that anyone can apply to help out themselves, their businesses, and eventually communities and humankind.